Hello, welcome to Anime Territory. I'm your host this week, Jonny and With me, as always, is the rice ball in my fruits basket, Benjamin Shaving.
I can't remember. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Rice balls don't belong in fruits baskets.
Okay, so you're saying I don't belong here?
You just don't belong, is I guess what I'm saying, in general. No, I don't know. I couldn't think of anything. I could say that you have that dog in you.
I do have that
but
dog in
I
me.
also have that dog in me. All right, take 2 of the intro.
Okay. Ready?
Okay. Welcome to Anime Territory. I'm your host this week, Johnny. I got that dog in me, Ruhal. With me, as always, is my co-host, Benjamin. He's got that dog in him, Shaving.
All right.
We're keeping both in, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I do.
All right. The clap might be a little weird. I might have to cut out the clap.
I tried to do it softly.
Yeah, it still spiked the mic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. So if it's not immediately obvious, we are talking about Fruits Basket 2001.
2001 Fruits Basket.
We're not watching the complete Fruits Basket because we didn't have time for that. We barely had time for this.
Oh, we had time.
We had time. We
procrastinated.
We went to Nashville instead. Yeah, so this is a classic. I'll talk a little bit about my history with Fruits Basket.
Okay.
So I think I've mentioned this before, but there was a time when we had like Dish TV where we had a bunch of weird channels, including one that was called Colors TV. Colors spelled the British way.
With a U.
Yeah, with a U. And it would like every like weeknight it would transition to an anime Funimation block. And this was one of those shows.
Oh, okay.
So I caught like an episode or two here or there. I definitely saw like one of the one of the last episodes.
Okay.
Because I then tried to watch the show like on YouTube or whatever as a teenager, and I got part of the way through it and never finished it, and I never got to that like later episode. So I'm like, was I imagining that? The new anime came out like 2017, 2019, something like that, and I started watching
2019.
And then I didn't get through the first season of it. Again, I just kind of fell off.
Okay.
So I am not well versed in the entirety of Fruits Basket. I've had some passings here or there, more familiar with the beginning as I've seen it like twice, now 3 times before. But, you know, it was a classic. It's been around for, I'd say classic in that it's been around forever and everybody's heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of this show before I suggested it?
I've heard of Fruits Basket.
Okay.
I just never watched it or anything.
Mm-hmm. It's not necessarily one that everybody watches, but if you were in the anime scene around like 2010, which is when we really got into the anime scene, you know, everybody had heard of Fruits Basket.
Also, one of the things where I think it was like the 2001 that we watched, it didn't have all of the manga, so it's kind of like
it's got an anime original ending. I was trying to look up like differences to see like, oh, you know, like what part is anime original and what's not, or how much of it is like changed. And all I could really find is that it's an original ending, but I don't know how much of an original ending it is. Yeah. So I don't know if it's like, oh yeah, like the last 3 episodes or nothing, or if it's like, oh no, like the last half of an episode is the part. I think
what I saw was this one just like adapts the first 7 volumes of like 23, and then it does its own ending. So like,
yeah, but where does the ending start? I could not find an answer, and I did not have time to go and watch all of the original Fruits Basket.
I did not want to go through that much. I did pretty good research today.
Yeah. But so at some point it's an anime original ending. How much of it is anime original? I don't know. I would assume just the last half of the last episode.
Probably.
And then that there are some things that it changed.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that I was able to read was basically saying like, well, these characters are slightly different and these characters get fleshed out more. You know, but
there's like one big difference that I saw on a character.
We will wait on that.
Yes.
For spoiler talk, because I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't want to spoil it. In fact, we'll probably wait until we're done with our just spoiler impressions of the show itself. So,
okay.
Before we talk about the other show, which we have not seen and potentially spoiled for ourselves. So,
I don't know if I spoiled myself that much.
I think I spoiled myself a little bit trying to look at one of the articles and skipping around. I don't know how much I spoiled.
Mine is just on one character. It's not the story.
Mine is on a couple of characters, and it definitely, from what I heard of one of them, kind of spoils how the story continues. Just knowing how that character is. But anyway, we'll talk about it later because we're not necessarily on the same page. So I'll get on you. I'll have you describe what you're at before I say anything.
Okay.
So what did you think? Spoiler-free review of Fruits Basket 2001.
It's good. Not great. It gets a little sappy. Might be not the correct word, but it lost me a little bit towards the end.
Yeah, I think it starts strong. I think it's fun. And then it tries to be a little too fun at times, and you just don't care. And then also there are times where it's like it's trying to be really sad, but I don't know if it's really earned how sad it is. Like at the very end.
Okay.
I'm like, it's trying to be like, oh no, this character, is going through something. It's like, is it? There's also times where it's just like, oh, there's so much darkness about this family. And then we like see nothing of that other than it's like, oh, like this guy's abusive. And
they all just have like family issues. It's kind of all the same issue.
Yeah.
For the most part.
And it's like, do we have this dark secret? And from what we get in this show, it's just like, okay, it's not that dark. But I think that's because we don't have the rest of the manga.
It's kind of dark. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, so like there's definitely themes of abuse, domestic abuse, and emotional abuse that this family has.
There's like neglect.
Yeah.
There's like, not regret, but like, I'm trying to think of the right word.
Anyway.
Abandonment.
Abandonment is, yeah. But it's also like, but those are all like, and all these things happen because of this curse. And it's like, the curse really doesn't seem that bad from what we see of it. It's like, okay, they can turn into animals, so it's hard to fuck them, I guess.
Yeah.
But people still do it.
Also, it seems like it's been in their family for a while, so like they should kind of know about it.
And they're like all wealthy and can erase people's memories, so like, what is the big deal about it? And I think that stems from there is more to it that we do not get to see in this adaptation. Okay. I think there's more to like we see, and we're gonna go into spoilers now. I give a number before we go.
It's like spoilers. 7.
Yeah, 7's where I'd put it too. Okay. It's a classic, so I don't think I can go lower than that.
Oh, we watched the dub, by the way.
Yes, we did watch the dub, which I think was a pretty good dub.
It's pretty good.
It's definitely in that era of like there are like big name voice actors that do good job, and it hasn't gotten too cheap yet. Like dubs that come out now, I don't know any of the voice actors because they're all nobodies. All the like my favorite voice actors are basically doing video games now because they pay better because the anime pays shit,
and they have their own network.
Yeah.
Too busy with Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. That's fine. I'll watch that too. Although I am way behind on all of the seasons. Anyway. Okay, so now we're in spoilers. So like we get a little bit more of the darkness where we're like, okay, Kyo's got like some monster form, but he still seems to be himself. In the monster
for the most
form,
part, yeah. Maybe just more rage.
Which might just be because he's...
in the monster form?
Because he's self-conscious about the monster form. But it's also just like, alright, you look like an ugly monster.
He looks like
but you're just chilling.
He looks like a Digimon.
Yeah. It's like...
Digimon form.
And then, so what I was alluding to earlier is like, Toru sees the monster form and she's just like distraught. I'm like, why exactly? I don't belong there in that house. It's like, I think you still do. if he was like a rage monster and like attacked you,
he just
ran away because he's like, don't look at me, I'm ugly, and like people are like, his mom is scared of that form, and that's, you know, his abandonment issues there, and other people are like, I can't deal with having a rabbit for a son, so I'm gonna forget that he's my son, and it's like, I don't see why that's such a big deal. I really don't. Like, your son is a rabbit, okay? He can still talk. He's still himself.
Yeah.
I don't know, and again, I think it's just because we're getting a picture of it and not all of it. Okay. So that's my complaint with 2001 Fruits Basket, is that there are times, that's one of my complaints with 2001 Fruits Basket, is that there are times where it's just like, okay, I get it, but like, why do you care so much? Like, why does it matter if people know you can turn into animals? Like, I guess some people will be like, that's weird, and not like you, but also, I don't know, it seems fine. Toru's fine with it. I feel like the Hana and Arisa wouldn't give a shit. They'd be like, oh, that makes sense. That's why you guys are fucking weird.
Hana might go already, just based on her like
powers. Yeah, I don't know exactly how much of that is anime original or how omnipotent those powers are, but she knows that something weird is going on with the family, and that's fine. I don't think she necessarily knows that they turn into animals. But let's move on. I've got some more things to talk about here.
Okay.
There's a clear choice between, I say choice, I'm not saying there's a clear answer. I'm saying there's a clear dichotomy here.
Okay.
Are you more of a Kyo fan or more of a Yuki fan?
I mean, it's Chio just based on the fact I really don't like Yuki that much.
I think I was in the same boat when I first was trying to watch the show. I don't mind Yuki as much now. He doesn't like do much in the later half. He's kind of like the same issue I had with the previous show. It's just he seems too good at things, I guess. I don't know. He just seems kind of boring to me. He is, I think, especially the latter half of the show, doesn't do him any favors because he's like barely in it.
Yeah, that's true.
But I kind of liked the sweet moments between him and Toru. So, like, I lean a little bit more Yuki this watch through than before. Because he doesn't... I thought of him more as, like... The first couple times watching, again, not having seen all of it and just getting glimpses of the beginning... You know, he's like a little mysterious, like when he disappears into the night with all the rats to dig up the tent or whatever. I'm like, oh, there might be something more to it. And I thought he was a little bit more of a prick when you just watch the beginning.
Oh, that reminds me. I forgot I had a theory about the beginning of this show.
Okay. Can I finish by talking about Yuki?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So I guess what I'm saying is I liked him more this time, but he definitely has like nothing to do in the latter half of the show. So I definitely also thought, having seen snippets of this, that it was going to be more of a Toru kind of likes both of them, and it definitely, she doesn't ever really express any romantic interest in Kyo, whereas she is
is there anything with Yuki though?
She definitely is a little like infatuated with him at the beginning. You know, of like, oh, it's Prince Yuki. You know, like she calls him Prince Yuki. You know, so it's
that could be like a school nickname though.
I mean, it is a school nickname, but I think there is more there. I think she is
okay.
She's kind of. I wrote this down in my notes. She is both useless and all powerful in this show. So like, she's kind of a nothing, unfortunately, despite the fact that like she's iconic.
Yeah,
and I like her. She kind of is just...
You gotta love her, but also it's just like... I don't know. There's something about
it. You're perfect and at the same time useless. Like, you have no function, but you were made well. Does that make sense? Anyway, what was your theory about the beginning of the show?
Oh, it's that Toru died in a landslide and everything else is a dream?
Okay. Yeah, that... You did talk about
I did talk about that? Okay.
You mentioned it at least. I don't know if you had more to it, but
no, that was it. Farther along though, it's like, yeah, the dream would have ended by now. There's too much in this dream.
She doesn't figure out that they're animals until after the landslide, right?
Yes.
Because she's like definitely at their house when the landslide happens.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think she's figured it out yet.
I think it's like they caught her in the rain, so they like invited her. Then the landslide happens. They're like, well, you can live here if you do some housework.
Yeah.
And then she figures out the curse.
So that's a new take, is that all of this is just a fever death dream.
That is my theory that I do not agree with.
You don't think it's real?
Nah.
There's nothing to substantiate that after the fact that a landslide happens.
The only thing is like they turn into animals. It's like in real world that would be like
it's all of a sudden a fantasy, right? So
that would be the only argument I have. But
it's like that doesn't happen in the real world. Like because this is a fucking fantasy show. Like, Game of Thrones doesn't happen in the real world either, but it's not all somebody's dream.
George R. R. Martin.
Like, yeah.
He just wrote it down.
Yeah. Okay. I do have another note here.
Yep.
I had one. Oh, okay. Do you have a favorite Zodiac member?
It's the ox. Haru.
Okay. Hatsuharu is I think his full name?
Yeah.
Because he's the bipolar one where sometimes he's really angry, but most of the time he's chill. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just like when he gets angry. I think it's fun.
Well, he's voiced
everybody else is kind of annoying.
He's voiced by what's his name? Jason Cook. Just Justin Cook. I just like when Justin Cook does a voice and things because he mostly just voice directs now. Yeah. So when his voice pops up, I'm like, it's Yusuke. It's Urameshi.
Yusuke here.
Okay. I don't know if I have anything else to say about Fruits Basket. I guess I haven't said what my favorite Zodiac member is. I don't know. Probably the horse. He seems cool.
Oh, the doctor.
Yeah.
He seems okay.
There's a classic. If somebody out there is listening and wants to do this, there's great meme potential in the shot of Toru walking home from work where Yuki is walking on two legs as a mouse. So if you could turn that into a meme, I'd love to see it.
So I'm just looking up my notes, making sure I don't miss anything. Family sucks. Annoying. Nah, nothing really.
Okay. We're missing, 2 Zodiac members we haven't seen?
Correct.
Though one of them, Akito could be one of them, but we don't know if he is.
On the research I did, Akito is not an actual character. He is like the god of the Zodiacs.
Okay.
But he is not one of the characters of the Zodiac.
Okay. So we're missing Rooster and Dragon then?
Yes.
Okay. You have everybody else jotted down there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we can talk a little bit about the changes. So what were the changes that you had heard?
The only changes that I really know of was that Akito in the manga and in the 2019 version is a woman.
Yes.
Akito is a male in this one.
Yes, though I think they're a little,
they're vague on
They're gender vague at the beginning, and then it's revealed that it's a woman, which was probably not revealed at the time of the show.
Correct.
Okay. So I had heard some more things about some other characters, which I will leave off of this, because maybe we'll watch 2019 Fruits Basket.
I'm kind of interested in it. But
I am too, but it can't be for the show, at least right now, because we will not have time to get it out as the next episode. But maybe in between stuff. Mm-hmm. So I will leave what I've been spoiled to alone there.
Yeah, that's the only true spoiler that I know. Okay. The only other thing is the 19 has more of a conclusive ending, but I don't know what that.
Well, it's twice as long.
Yeah.
So, or more than twice as long, something like that. Because it should have been able to adapt all of the manga at that point. Because I think was the idea behind it. Is that, okay, this anime was really popular, but we never made a second season. Now it's all out. Let's just start over and get it done the first time. So I do have some segments that are not part of the Fruits Basket discussion. So
before we move on, do you want to do like All Aboard or anything?
I mean, we can do All Aboard, I suppose. We kind of already talked about that when we talked about the best boy. I mean, is the best girl... Can we give it to anybody other than Toru? Again, she's such a
Toru's the right answer, but I'm going to go Arisa. She's my favorite.
I would go Hana.
Oh, really? Hana. Wow. I like Arisa.
I like all three. All three of them are great. Let me make that clear. I like their friendship. I like that Hana just doesn't give a shit. And it's like, oh yeah, you want to come over to my house to fuck with me? All right, well, that's fine, because I'm just going to fuck with you. But I think they're all cool. They're all... and I'm glad they found each other.
Okay. Do you have an All Aboard?
I mean, it's Toru and Yuki. That's my All Aboard.
I'm just going to give you the one that I like, my wild card.
Yeah.
It's Arisa and Kyo.
Arisa and Kyo.
Yes.
Because they're both hot-headed?
Yeah.
And arguing with each other? Okay. How do you feel about... Is it Kagome is the boar? Kagura?
Okay. Kagura.
Not Kagome. Kagome is
Kagura.
Inuyasha. Kagura is the boar. She was a little overbearing.
Yeah. She's just not in it that much either.
She's not.
She's in 3 episodes maybe.
Because that's the other ship is Kagura and Kyo. There is... Shit, what else is there? There's 1 or 2 other ones. There's the doctor and the girl who got her memory erased. There's the lamb and the tiger.
Should that be a ship though if it's canonically no,
they were together and
it did not work.
Yeah, I still ship them.
Okay.
There is the lamb and the tiger, whatever their names are. Kisa and the lamb boy.
Hero,
Those
two aren't related.
I mean, they're related, but it's a giant family. They might be 5th or 6th cousins.
I thought they were siblings.
No.
Oh, okay.
That's when...
Well, then that ship's out.
They're not siblings. But they're both Zodiac members, so they're both Somas, but that, we've learned, does not mean a lot, because it's a giant family.
What about Shigure and his assistant?
His editor? Or his,
yeah. It's publicist? I don't know what she is exactly.
She's not an editor. His agent, maybe. Something like that. I mean, yeah. I don't think that's a thing from what I was reading about Shigure. I don't think that's a thing.
Well, I know what happens in the manga. Did you read that part?
With Shigure?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought... I figured that would have been a spoiler that we talked about earlier. And we'll talk about it off mic. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like it, but I like that editor, publicist, whatever character. She's fun. Every time she shows up, it's like, oh, she's in such pain, and it's funny. But it'll all turn out. Everything will be all right in the end. I finished the draft a week ago. Here you go. Okay. So moving on from Fruba.
Yeah.
Okay. So first of all, I don't know if this is the end of Shoujo Summer or not. We haven't decided yet.
We haven't decided yet.
But this is the second entry. You got at least 2 entries in for Shoujo Summer. So I have a manga moment.
Okay.
I started reading a manga that is brand new.
Ooh.
I think there's only 2 chapters out right now. And it is called HAL Formula.
HAL Formula.
What do you think HAL Formula is about?
Is it HAL?
HAL.
Is it all capitalized or is it?
I think so.
So it's like HAL 9000 Formula.
I mean, there's not periods as far as I can tell. It is not all capitalized. It is all capitalized in the picture, but so is Formula. When I look at the manga in the, what's this app even called? Manga Plus app, it does not have it capitalized.
The only thing I can think Will you give me a genre, or do I have to guess that?
I want a blind guess, and then if you're way off, I'll give you a genre.
Okay, my only guess would be some sort of like nerdy science guy thinks he cracked this formula for like love, so he like tests it out.
No.
On like a girl.
Nope.
Okay.
It is more in the sports genre.
How formula?
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I would think of with formula with sports would be like not NASCAR, but Formula One racing.
It is racing. It is a racing anime or manga.
Racing manga. Okay.
Anime. I just accidentally clicked on it as I was trying to go to a different manga. I just like it had like a banner for like new manga, and I clicked on it. And I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'll read it. This young guy, he's like 19. He is the sole caretaker of his like 4 to 5 year old little brother. And he is like a division W4, which I don't know if that's a real thing or not, but he's a W4 racer where the top is like W1. And he's been on a losing streak. He is a little too scared of the turns and passing. So like he, is just slowing down on those curves, and that's making all the difference. He's on the brink of getting dropped by his team. Though like his direct like manager or whatever, thinks he's got potential, but she's not the decision maker. He's on his last race. He's told like, this is your last one and we're dropping you. And there is a big fiery crash right in front of him. And he's like, I see a path forward through the crash. Fuck it. I don't care anymore. So he zooms through the crash, whereas anybody else would slow down, and he takes first at that race.
Wow.
And then the team's like, all right, you're on thin ice still, but we'll keep you since you got first there. And then after that, his next race, which is all we've gotten so far, he just all of a sudden is like, well, there's a path there. Why is nobody else getting that path? And he's like seeing the inside path, and he's just not as scared after facing, a giant explosion. So that's the premise so far. Is he's got a little bit of an edge. He'll make the inside path that nobody else will, and make those passes, at least right now. Like an older race car driver that's now a commentator has like taken interest in him. He shows up at the second race, and it's like, I just want to watch in your pit crew.
Is this Speed Racer?
Maybe. That's kind of why I'm sticking with it, because I'm like, it's got a little bit of Speed Racer vibes to it. It's got a little bit of Heat vibes to it, the board game Heat, not the movie Heat. I might start liking racing, except for NASCAR is a little boring on the track style. It's got some Initial D vibes to me as far as it's about racing. That's all I got there.
So if you're gonna go into racing, you're gonna try to do like the Formula One stuff.
Yeah, that's way more interesting to me, I think. If I'm gonna go into racing, I'm gonna try to like make Speed Racer real. It's like, give me the death tracks.
Don't have that.
I mean, they sort of do. I saw the Ferrari movie. That was a road race that a lot of people died on.
Yeah, but they don't have death traps in it. They don't have like swinging axes in the course. Or like,
which I guess they don't in Speed Racer. That's all the cars do that.
I guess.
Anyway,
they don't have the little mogul things.
Anyway, HAL Formula, I'm liking it so far. Again, only 2 chapters. The first chapter was pretty big though. It was like 47 pages or something like that. A normal chapter might be 15. So hopefully it stays good. I like it so far.
Cool.
And that's my manga moment. And then we do have just the briefest bit of anime news, which we've never done on this podcast before.
Oh, yeah.
But a teaser just dropped for the movie Ghost, directed by Shingo Natsumi, who is our boy.
He is our boy. Writer, director of Sunny Boy.
Yep.
Which everybody knows is like our favorite anime.
I don't know if I'd say favorite, but it's our favorite that we've covered that's a new show on this. We go to bat for Sunny Boy. It's my not my go-to recommendation, but it's my, okay, I think you're ready for this. Here's some Sunny Boy. You're ready. I know next to nothing about it. I saw the teaser, which is just like a girl looking around and
some dope ass music,
some dope guitar riffs, or licks or whatever. I don't actually know what a riff or a lick is, but it might be one of those things. Mm-hmm. And it's coming out next year, so be on the lookout for Ghost. Shingo Natsume also did Tatami Time Machine Blues. He was the director there, and he was episode director on several episodes of Space Dandy
and One Punch Man season 1.
Yeah, the good season of One Punch Man. So
the season of One Punch Man people like.
Yeah. Should see if there's more Shingo out there that we haven't seen. I think we've seen it all, but
the only thing that like I think I've seen is like some Boogie Pop stuff.
Okay, so you did Boogie Pop Phantom things,
something like that.
Okay, well, we'll check into that. See if there's more Shingo that we need to watch. So, but is there anything else we want to say about Fruits Basket, about our boy Shingo, about manga?
I didn't read any manga.
Okay, I know you didn't. All right, then you can find us on YouTube and podcast platforms as Anime Territory. And you are now leaving the Anime Territory.
Goodbye.